What's up YouTube, Jeff back again from DopeTechDaily.com, and today I'm excited to bring you guys an unboxing of the Samsung Galaxy A8 2018 edition. Now obviously we got a really big Samsung release coming up in about a month here with the Galaxy S9, the S9 Plus, but I just couldn't wait to unbox another Samsung phone, and also this phone right here, the Galaxy A8 2018 edition, actually does have the same fingerprint sensor location as the Galaxy S9, the S9 Plus, so we're going to get a little preview of that as well. So just to talk about a few of the specs that you can see out of this phone, you've got an infinity display on here. It is a 1080p, but it's still got that, extra tall aspect ratio. Dual front cameras, which is kind of interesting. IP68 water and dust resistant. You've got an octa-core processor, which is actually the Exynos 7885. You've got a 5.6 inch, like I said, full HD plus super AMOLED display, 16 megapixel rear camera, and then those dual cameras on the front, 16 megapixel, 8 megapixel. This is the model with 64 gigs of memory and 4 gigs of RAM. It also comes in a 32 gigabyte variant for the internal memory. So go ahead and just take that off. You can see you've got some paperwork and stuff. We'll go ahead and take a look in there in a second and see what's... Actually, I can just look in there first, I guess, and see what's in there. Oh, look, you get a case with the phone. That's always nice. Samsung doesn't usually put cases in the packaging for their phones when they do the big flagships like the S9 or the Galaxy Note 8. But it's nice to see them put that in there with the mid-range phone. It's not going to be the greatest quality case. It's a hard shell TPU, but they charge like 25 bucks for that when they actually put out the flagships. And then of course you've got your SIM tool right there, which as usual I've got a ton of SIM tools, so I don't really need that. I'll go ahead and put that to the side there. And then the phone's kind of strangely situated in the bottom here. It's kind of gotta flip it out to get the phone out. There's the Galaxy A8 2018 again, because they had an A8 before and they just changed the year, which I guess is an interesting way to name things. You can see right there, this is the dual SIM variant, so it says Duos on the back there. You can go ahead and take the plastic off and get the stickers off here as well. And then on the front, we might as well go ahead and get those stickers off as well. Take that right off of there. I don't see any other stickers on there, but I might have to check in a second. Go ahead and set that to the side. And then take a look at what else is in the packaging. Pretty standard. You've got USB Type-C for your charging. You do have some Samsung headphones, which is nice. So you actually got most of the stuff that you would get in a regular, like flagship packaging. This is the first Samsung sort of mid-range phone I've ever purchased or imported. Adaptive fast charger, obviously not the US charger, so I can't really use it. And then you have the micro USB to USB Type-C adapter, just in case you need it. Samsung's still aware that a lot of people are switching over from the micro USB-C, so they're still including that. So it's kind of nice that they're still doing that in case you are coming from an older phone. Then you have that option right there. So a little bit of residue on the back, but you guys can see I got the gold color here of the Galaxy A8 2018, mainly because I don't have that many gold phones. They're just not many people are putting out gold phones anymore, so I decided to pick that up. You can see on the side here the power button right there. You can see over here you've got the volume rocker, and actually kind of nice, you don't have a Bixby button there. Right here you've got your SIM slot. It also has micro SD expandable storage as well. Fingerprint sensor right there, which is what I'm really interested in. So I'm going to go ahead and boot it up so we can take a look and see how the fingerprint sensor sets up and responds. Little Duos text there on the back. It actually feels really nice in hand. Just giving you guys some initial impressions in terms of the build quality. I didn't think it was going to feel as nice as something like a Galaxy S8 or Galaxy Note 8, and it doesn't, because it doesn't have quite the same curvature on the sides, which might benefit you if you don't like the curved screens. So it doesn't really have that curved edges like you would see on a Note 8 or a Galaxy S8, which we're going to see on the Galaxy S9. On the bottom, you do have USB Type-C charging, like I said. You've still got the 3.5mm headphone jack, which is nice to see since so many people are doing away with that. Let's go ahead and just skip through the process here. It's asking me to put in the SIM card, which I'm not too worried about doing that since later I'll set that up. Go ahead and put my Wi-Fi password in here and see if we can get to the fingerprint setup. I just want to see how natural it is, how fast it is, because like I said, this is pretty much the same setup that we're going to see on the Galaxy S9 when it comes to the fingerprint. The fingerprint sensor is going to be right there below the camera. So that'll definitely be interesting to see if it's natural, if it feels good. Now this phone is a little bit smaller than what we're going to see from the Galaxy S9, even the smaller version. This is a 5.6 inch with the extra tall aspect ratio. So the footprint is actually a little bit smaller probably than what we're going to see from the Galaxy S9, but because of the curved sides, it's very likely that, you know, the actual side profile will be a little bit thinner and all that sort of stuff. I'm going to go ahead and skip the setup for my account just so we can put in the fingerprint. That's the main thing I'm interested in. And then I'll come back and, you know, deal with this later, putting in all of my personal information and getting the SIM card set up. So we'll go ahead and set up the fingerprint scanner. You can see you can also do face recognition if you want. All right, so there's the fingerprint setup right there on the back. Let's go ahead and give it a try. It feels very natural. I will say that it feels much more natural than the one on the Galaxy Note 8 or the Galaxy S8. It is a little hard to actually get your finger on there because, to be honest, the fingerprint sensor is kind of small. It's a little bit smaller, I think, in surface area than it was on the old one. And also, you can still easily hit the camera on the back there. But I do think that the positioning is more natural than the one that you're going to see on last year's flagships, the Note 8 and the S8. So the software on here is running 7.1.1 out of the box, which is a little disappointing. Obviously, we would have liked to have seen Oreo, but since the flagship phones haven't even gotten Oreo yet, it's not too surprising that they don't have Oreo on this device either at launch. So we'll go ahead and just quickly take a look at the software, but it's pretty much the same software you've seen on the Galaxy S8 and Note 8, really using that same experience, same launcher, all those sorts of things. I'll just go in here really quick and take a look at the available total storage and things like that. You guys can see the software version right there, 7.1.1 with Samsung Experience 8.5 running on the phone. And then I also like to go in and just check really quick the available storage that's right out of the box and see how much available storage we actually have. Just, you know, see what it's taken up with bloatware. It doesn't look like there's really much on this. Like I said, I imported this, so this is an unlocked dual SIM version of the phone. So most likely we're going to have a pretty good amount of the 64 gigabytes remaining. You've got 12.6 gigabytes that have been used out of 64, so that leaves you with about 51.5 gigabytes to use out of the box. Not too bad. You do have the Google apps on here, Microsoft apps, and that's pretty much it, aside from the Samsung apps. Not really a lot of bloatware to speak of. So you can still slide over and access Bixby here, but you don't have the dedicated Bixby button, which is kind of nice, so you don't have to worry about accidentally pressing the button. So I'm definitely interested in testing out the camera on here, 16 megapixels on the main shooter, and then you've got these dual cameras on the front, 16 megapixels and 8 megapixels. Also interested to see how the battery life performs. It's got a 3,000 milliamp hour battery, so I will do a full review of this phone since it's the first ever Samsung sort of mid-range that I've imported. Let me know what you guys want to know about it, and I'll be happy to cover that in the full review, and then we can all get hyped up for the big Galaxy S9 launch coming up in the next month. Alright guys, so hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification icon below so I can make future videos like this. You can find me at dopetechdaily.com, Google+, Instagram, and Twitter. The links in the description. You can also find me writing at gadgethacks.com when I write about Android. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching.